In this video, I'm going to show you 5 big things that most retirees get wrong about net worth and why confusing net worth with retirement security can lead to some very costly mistakes. Coming up next on Holy Schmidt.
Holy Schmidt!
Net worth is one of those numbers that seems very meaningful. You track it your entire life. When you hit milestones, you go out and celebrate. And when it comes to retire, it gives you a sense of confidence that makes you feel like you can handle just about anything in the road ahead. But retirement changes the rules, and if you don't adjust the way that you think when you go into retirement, you're in for some very costly mistakes. This video is going to cover off 5 mistakes that people make when it comes to their own net worth. All right, let's go. Point number 1, net worth peaks at the wrong time for a lot of people. At least they think it peaks at the wrong time. Let me explain. Here's a point that surprises a lot of people. Their net worth peaks the day that they retire and then starts to slowly go down from there. For 30 or 40 years, people accumulate wealth for retirement. They fund their 401k, their house continues to grow, they might have some investments in the markets, and a few other things as well. But when they move from accumulation phase to distribution phase, that growth stops, or at least slows down considerably, and for most people it actually starts to reverse. But that's the way that the system is designed to work. Your portfolio is no longer supposed to grow as fast as possible. It's supposed to fund your retirement. But here's where many retirees get tripped up. They continue to measure success like they did during their working years. And part of that success is what's happening to my net worth, even though all of the other retirees around them are facing a similar dynamic, more or less. Let me give you a specific example. Susan retires at 65 with $1.4 million in net worth. That includes $900,000 in investment accounts, $400,000 in home equity, and $100,000 in cash. In her first year of retirement, she withdraws $50,000 from her portfolio to supplement Social Security. Markets are also flat that year. At the end of the year, her investment balance drops to $850,000, and her total net worth falls to $1.35 million. She feels like she's losing ground. But she's not. This is how the system is designed to work. Even though her net worth went down, it went down by the amount it was supposed to go down. The mistake that Susan made, and that a lot of people make, is that they expect their net worth to continue to grow into retirement. But that's just not the case for a lot of people. Point number 2, your net worth does not equal or even tie to your sustainable withdrawal rate in many cases. A large net worth number feels reassuring, but that doesn't tell you what you can spend every single year, and this is where retirees make a serious mistake. Retirement income is not calculated by dividing your net worth by 10 and hoping it works. It depends on your withdrawal rate, taxes, longevity, inflation, and market returns. All of those things work together. Let me explain to you what I mean. Tom retires at 65 with $1 million in his portfolio. He thinks, if I take 10% a year, that's $100,000. I'll be fine. But if he withdraws $100,000 annually and earns an average of 5% return, his portfolio may not last very long, especially once taxes and inflation are factored in. Now compare that with a 4% withdrawal rate. Tom withdraws $40,000 per year. That may feel conservative, but it dramatically increases the probability that his money lasts 25 to 30 years. Same net worth, 2 different outcomes. The difference isn't how much he saved, it's how thoughtfully he draws it down. Net worth determines how much you have. Your withdrawal strategy determines how long it will last. The two are not the same thing. Gang, if you're still managing your finances on spreadsheets, you're doing it the old-fashioned way. The fact is, if you use a spreadsheet, you can make a mistake. A cell can have a wrong formula in it. It can reference a different cell than it should. There are a lot of things that can go wrong with the spreadsheet, not to mention the fact that you have to build each one yourself. On this channel, we have 3 affiliate relationships. One is Bolden Personal Financial Software. This is the financial software that I use personally. With Bolden, you can test a lot of different scenarios. They'll give you some suggestions as well and come up with a number that works for your specific situation. If you want to give it a try, it's completely free for 2 weeks and you can use their full featured software. After that, if you decide to keep it, it's just $12 a month paid annually. So go to go.bolden.com/Schmidt and you can give it a try. Point number 3, your sequence of returns matters more than your total number. Now here's a point that I find fascinating. You can take 2 retirees who have similar returns and similar withdrawals over a period of time anyway, and one can come out way ahead and the other will run out of money. Let me explain. During your working years, bad returns early are frustrating, but they're also an opportunity to buy more at lower prices. During retirement, bad returns early can be genuinely damaging because now you're withdrawing money at the same time the market is down. Let me give you a side-by-side example. John and Maria both retire at age 65 with $1 million invested. Both plan to withdraw $50,000 per year. Both experience the same average annual return over 10 years, let's say 6%. But the order of those returns is different. John retires into a bear market. His portfolio drops 20% in year one. He still needs to withdraw $50,000 for living expenses. Now his portfolio is significantly down, and he's pulling money out while it's depressed. Markets recover over the next several years, but he's recovering from a much smaller base. Maria retires into strong early returns. Her portfolio grows in the first few years while she's withdrawing. Later, when markets soften, she's drawing from a much larger base. Same starting net worth, same withdrawal amount, same long-term average return, but with a different sequence and a different outcome. After 15 years, John's portfolio may be under significant pressure. Maria feels financially stable. The only thing that changed was timing. This is why retirement planning isn't just about how much you have, but it's also about how resilient your portfolio is to early volatility. In retirement, you're not just an investor. You're also withdrawing from a portfolio that is trying to grow. And that combination makes timing matter far more than retirees realize. Point number 4, a paid-off home can create a false sense of wealth. When your house is paid off as a retiree, there is this wonderful feeling when you see that your statement is at zero. It is a euphoric feeling, in fact, because most people think that a major obligation in their life has gone away. And this is true. There is no longer a mortgage that you need to pay every month. But here's the point that a lot of people confuse. A paid-off home increases your net worth, but it does not increase your spendable income under most circumstances anyway. And there's a big difference between having a net worth with a home involved and a net worth without a home involved. Let me walk you through an example. Karen retires at 66 with a $700,000 home that is fully paid off, $350,000 in retirement savings, and Social Security benefits of $2,200 per month. On paper, her net worth is over $1 million. That sounds strong. But her liquid portfolio, the money that she can actually spend, is $350,000. Now, if she spends 4% of that, that means that she can spend up to $14,000 per year. When you combine that with Social Security, that means her spendable income is approximately $40,000 per year before taxes. Now, don't get me wrong, home equity is real wealth, but unless she sells her home, takes out a reverse mortgage, or downsizes to something smaller, well, you can't monetize the value of your home. The statement says net worth of $1 million. The lifestyle says net worth of $350,000. You get the point. The last point is one that ties it all together, and that is net worth is not spendable income. Your net worth is an accounting number. It could be your home, it could be your car, it could be your 401k, it could be your market investments, could be the rare art that you have hanging on the wall, who knows? But it is an accounting number. It's simply what you own minus what you owe. And you can't pay your grocery bill with an increase in the value of your home. You can't pay your electric bill if that piece of rare art hanging on the wall goes up by $1,000 in value in the next 12 months, unless you sell it, of course. Assume Robert retires at age 67 with a $900,000 paid-off home, $400,000 in retirement accounts, and $50,000 in cash. On paper, his net worth is $1.35 million. Now that feels like success, but his liquid portfolio is $450,000. At 4%, that generates about $18,000 per year, and his Social Security benefit is $2,400, about $28,800 annually. So his reliable income before taxes is roughly $46,800 per year. Now, if you look at his annual housing costs, property taxes are $12,000 per year, insurance $3,000, and utilities and maintenance is $10,000. That's $25,000 just to keep the house operating, and that's before things like healthcare, transportation, vacations, anything. And this is where retirees feel secure on paper but tight in retirement, because they confuse net worth with the amount that they can actually spend in retirement. Gang, one of the things I consistently hear from people is that they want to understand what I just said in the context of their own information. They want to understand their numbers, their income source, their own timeline. That's why I recommend Bolden Personal Financial Planning software, because Bolden allows you to put all of that information in one location and understand it and use their system to understand it in a very meaningful and powerful way. You can model your income, run scenarios, and see how your plan holds up over time. So if you'd like to give it a try free for 2 weeks, simply go to go.bolden.com/Schmidt. And if you like it, you can keep it. It's $12 per month paid annually after that. Also, if you'd like a quick check-in on how things are going for you, take our free retirement readiness quiz. It's 100% free to you. There's no credit card, no phone number, nothing like that. Go to holyschmidt.com/quiz, fill out the 15 questions, and a 12-page report will be emailed to you instantly. I've also put the link in the description below. If you like this video, check out that video, The Hidden Risk That Erodes Net Worth After Retirement. This is Jeff Schmidt, and I will see you in that video right there.